I want to ground us historically in this moment. July the 5th, 2026, we are here to commemorate the first Martyrs Day, a day after America celebrated its 250th anniversary and 160 years after the last slave was freed in America. We're here to celebrate those that gave the ultimate sacrifice for freedom. People like Crispus Attucks, people like Dr. King, people like Malcolm X, people that decided that it was not sufficient to simply sit on the sidelines when liberty was at stake.
It is especially meaningful that we gather here in Atlanta, the cradle of the civil rights movement and the hometown of Dr. Martin Luther King. This city has always been more than a place on a map. It has been the launching point of justice, hope, and the belief that ordinary people can change the course of today's history.
Frederick Douglass asked the question, what is the 4th of July to a slave? And there were people that were literally dying for freedom at that point. And so how fitting is it that we picked the 5th of July on the 250th anniversary of this nation being independent, that we decided not just to follow the normal tradition and honor the soldiers that died for freedom, but for the civilians who died for freedom.
100 years ago, there was a massacre that happened right here where we stand. And it's interesting how a massacre can occur and they don't know the number of people who actually died. They know people died, but they can't tell you the number of them that died. Some say 25, some say more. But what's even worse is they only remember two names. Two names. A 13-year-old named Marshall Carter and a 25-year-old named Stinson Ferguson. That's the part that hurts the most, is that there could have been a race massacre that occurred right here in the historic park, Mims Park. And the true history of what happened to this day is not fully told. And so when they talk about the sacrifice of martyrs, that's it. Because these people stand up, they put their lives on the line, and the history of what they stood for is often, what's the word they use? Whitewashed.
To shouting their names with incense and candles for the work that they have done and the spirit that continues to live with us on. So I challenge everyone today, even if you're not from the city of Atlanta, that you identify who your black martyr is and you shout their name. And we say Ashe.
Ashe.